All right. I hear you. I'll make a video on college versus real estate. Dude, I kid you not. I have been avoiding this video for years. But you know what? I'm sick and tired of all you wonderful young people asking. So you know what? I'm going to share my feelings. Parents may or may not appreciate this is the parental warning. This is rated R for RAR. I don't know if your parents are really going to like this video or not. But you know what? I'm finally going to do it. I'm just going to answer this question. Real estate versus college. It's so weird in thinking about what I'm going to tell you right now because I have been avoiding it for such a long time because I hate to think of all of the people from the previous generation that bet their entire life and their livelihood on this idea that if I go to college, I'll get a degree, I'll work for someone else, and it's going to be good for me. And the reality is that there's truth in that. Like getting a college degree and working for someone else for 40 years, what a blessing to be able to support someone else's dream and vision and make enough money that you can cover your bills. You know, some jobs you can't pay your bills as well as others. There's a huge blessing in that, and I think there will always be a need for that. But make no mistake, what is changing in the world today is how people are educating themselves. There always has been, and there always will be, two different schools for training and education. There will always be the universities and the college that you go to for your training. Like, listen, if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, you have to get a degree. Like, I wouldn't want anyone to operate on me that hadn't spent a decade of their life in school learning and practicing and doing all that jazz. But you know, most of the world is not going to college for things like that. Most of the world is going to college out of default because someone said, get good grades and go to college. And I think that we need to transform our why. I mean, right downstairs right now, I have my near 13-year-old daughter that has it ingrained that she needs good grades so that she can go to college. But I was on campus with her during a dance recital the other day. I said, wow, do you think you want to go to college? And she looked at me weird. And she's like, well, Dad, of course I am. And I said, well, I want you to understand, college really may be the perfect place for you and you should be prepared and ready for it. But it also might not be what will help you achieve what you want in life. Because my daughter, for example, she's got an entrepreneurial spirit like me. And I've been fanning that flame, I'm not lying. And I'm letting her know, it's like college is not where you go to learn how to be brilliant in business. You can get an MBA, but oh my gosh, like total kindergarten. For the real world education, there's two schools of thought. There's colleges for that career training, but then there's the college of the successful. And this is where you actually spend time with individuals, whether it starts in books and then events and then graduates to mentorship. You want to spend time with individuals that have lived through the school of hard knocks and just in the school of life have actually found the way to tremendous success and now can teach it. The people that are the most successful out there on the planet, I got news for you. They're not found in colleges. The people that are found in colleges are people that can repeat very intelligently what's in textbooks. And there's a total place for that. But there's a lot of you that are saying, well, what if I want to be an entrepreneur? What if I want to be self-made? What if I want to be, a millionaire or billionaire in real estate? What if I want more success in those areas? College is not where you're going to go. And so that's not a bag on college. It's just, you got to really ask yourself, where do I go to get the education I need? Pause and just hear it again. That's the magic question. Where do I go to get the education that I need? You see, it's not college versus real estate. It can be college and real estate. It can be college or real estate. And that's what you got to figure out. There are some young people that benefit a lot from going to college to learn how to learn. It's still a somewhat disciplined structure, and it's a place where you can hang out and have a social experience outside your family's home and learn and grow and experiment and try to figure out what really is the career that I want to spend time in. But you need to understand that college is not an appropriate place to learn about business, entrepreneurship, real estate. You got to go outside those walls. And so, for example, if you're saying, I'm young and I'm in college years, but I feel really drawn to real estate, listen, I was a coward. Kind of sucks saying that, but the truth is, dude, I was terrified my mother-in-law was going to bite my head off if I didn't get my degree. And it had been so ingrained. I was part of that transitional generation where go to college. And I got my good grades as best as I could. And I got into the university that I wanted to. But when I look back, I kind of raced through my college experience, and it's defined by what I did outside of college. Outside of college, while I was going to college, I built up a multi-million-dollar portfolio in real estate. And I made it so that the year I graduated, I could also quit my job and never had to step foot in the corporate world again. That was important for me. I don't know if that's important to you. I don't know if that serves you. Some of you, now listen to this. Some of you have like careers and things that you want to do where you need a college degree and you're going to love your career and you're going to love what you do. Dude, you can still have real estate happening on the side. I work with some people where they're hands-on active or they're passive. And the big difference between active and passive is if you're saying, this is my career, good. Then whether you go to college or not, that's up to you. But you need a secondary education you won't get in college. And that is learning how to be a successful investor that is hands-on. You can click the link in the description below and talk to my team, and we'll actually give you a crazy education, but not for the tuition of college, right? For a really tiny fee, you can work with my team and I'll be your mentor and I will show you how to do real estate full-time. There are also others that say, well, Kris, I've got a career that I got based on college and I love what I do and I want to keep doing that, but I want the benefits of college, but I want to be more passive. I got other people that will click that link and say, Kris, when you talk to my team, you let them know I have some funds or some assets and I actually want to partner with you and I want to be pretty passive, but I want to know what's going on and I want to make strategic decisions. But dude, you're the master of freaking building and growing wealth. I've done it thousands of times. You do it. And we'll do it together. We'll do it as a team. What I'm saying is that there's a way for everybody. One's not bad, one's not good. Just understand that they're different. And so when you figure out what you want to do, ask yourself how you're going to get that education. I will say this. I meet far too many of you that are in college, kind of confused at what you want to do with your life, and you think that it's real estate or bust. Listen, if you're really passionate about real estate, then click that link and get yourself a real estate education so that you can create the wealth that you need outside of the workforce, outside of the job. And then if you get a degree, you get it for the same reason I did. Maybe it's not to avoid your mother-in-law killing you, but I got it because I did go to college and I did learn how to learn. It's actually ironic. I wanted to get an MBA. My father-in-law has an MBA, and I thought that that'd be a very worthwhile education. It can be a support to entrepreneurs. Although I still feel like there's probably many other successful platforms for making a lot of money in real estate and business without getting an MBA. But I got an honorary MBA because of all of my achievements in business. Some people joke that an MBA stands for a massive bank account or a massive bowel movement. I think I like massive bank account better. I can hear you laughing on that one, or at least I want to believe that you are. So to kind of wrap this up, this whole video in, is it college or is it real estate? I hope that I've answered this question that says it's not one or the other unless real estate really is where you want to build your career, in which case get a mentor, get a system, get after it, learn how to do it and crush it. And that way you can let that be your career because that career is not going to be taught in college. Listen, thank you so much for watching today's video. Honestly, every one of you that clicks and watches these videos, even if you get 30 seconds of help or maybe it's the full length of the video, it's validating for me in knowing, hey, these videos, they're useful. I appreciate your comments, so feel free to comment below. I love getting a chance to read through those. And for those of you that are saying, I really do think that real estate is going to be my real career in life, then what I would say is invest in yourself and click that link and get started down that track. I can be your mentor, or maybe you feel like someone else was meant to be, but I have a system that can get you launched and making money now. That's what it was for me when I was in college, and that's what it might be for you. Thanks for watching this. We'll see you on tomorrow's video.